We'll get back to Mike.
I was just informed that our Speaker of the House is having a press conference. Isn't it interesting that in the middle of this demonstration of a call to action, our leader prefers to be in front of a camera than to take the seat of leadership in the United States Congress and bring the body together so that we can pass common sense gun reform. It is interesting, ladies and gentlemen, this amazing country, the democracy that we love, one of the reasons that motivated me to go on public service, and I was encouraged by a grandmother who did not even finish high school, that this country, being an African American and a woman, going through the struggles of civil rights, she said, this is the country that will give you an opportunity. A country that will open its arms and embrace you. And you have freedoms and you have rights based on the Constitution. I witnessed when our Constitution was not writing that people stood up and they demanded that our Constitution reflect the philosophy of democracy. Today, we are sitting here because, you know, if you love our Constitution, you must know it's not Democrat, it's not Republican. It was the coming together of two bodies working together in conflict and compromise, and we have what countries around the world envy: our democracy, our freedoms, and our rights. The Republicans can't take credit for it, nor can the Democrats. Now we're talking about gun control. I'm proud to stand here as a Democrat with all of my colleagues, but this is a house with two parties. Yes. Where is the other party? We cannot move this country forward unless we come together and debate and legislate laws. We have a crisis in America. You've heard the names being read. You've heard the stories of representatives in this House who have lost loved ones to gun violence. We're not the only ones who represent districts that had deaths or shootings as a result of gun violence. My colleagues who are not here today have experienced the same thing. What is stopping democracy today is the failure to come and even bring the issue forward. That's why we're here. You haven't heard anyone say, Republican, you must vote a certain way. They're saying, Republicans, come to your seat in Congress. Mr. Leader, come take your seat and let's do the work. All of the calls that I have received today has been stay your ground. You're on the right track. I'm a Republican, but we need to address this issue in America. Don't give up. We're in the right place, Democrats. And I want my Republican colleagues to come and take their seats and legislate. If you have an issue with gun control, come to the table and have the political courage to do your job. You are now in the election year where you're out there campaigning and saying, send me to Congress, I'll work for you. Where are you working today? Where are you today? And what are you telling your constituents? All right. We're on the floor of the people's house. We have not shut a single door. There is nothing restricting a single Republican from walking in this door and sitting down and start legislating. That's right. Where are you? Where are you? And today, we are sitting here today because we do not want another blood stain on the streets of America to go unanswered. We don't want another cry of a mother, a sister, or a parent to go unheard. I stand here today. We're only asking for two things. We're asking that if you are on the terrorist list, that you will not be able to buy a gun. And some people will say, well, you know what? What if I'm on that list erroneously? How many of you in America have been a victim of identity fraud? We have a process to rectify that. If you came to the table, we could fix that issue. I don't want someone on that list erroneously, but if someone is on that list and we know that they have terrorist connections, they should not be able to buy a gun. And universal background checks, how many of you remember when you got your permit to drive a car, you could not drive it until a certain age, and you had to pass certain benchmarks in order to get it, and they test you and make you apply repeatedly through your life to validate that you are capable physically to drive a car. And you're talking about a gun that takes a life? Where are we, America? The country that I love, with the Constitution and the rights and the freedoms that other countries wish they had. And here we are stuck. I invite my Republican colleagues to walk through this door. I invite them to take up those two issues, and let's come together and legislate, and let's take care of America. Thank you.
Thank you.